Hi, Dr. Powell. My name is Olatunji, and I'm going to be presenting the network effect with my colleague, Arisekola Olayinka. Next slide, please. So Arisekola is a supply chain specialist, and I am Olatunji. I'm a financial advisor and a risk management specialist. So we'll be discussing about the network effect. I said the network effect is a phenomenon whereby a product or services gains additional value. It gains additional value as more people use it. So if somebody gains a value from a particular product, which is the core aspect of marketing, value must be passed across. So that's just the brief introduction about the network effect. So this is the first question on the module, which says product or services that benefit from the network effect and the strategies that companies pursue. So we're trying to look at the strategies that companies pursue to more effectively exploit this phenomenon. Next slide, please. So number one, you see, companies are looking forward to advertise their product. Every company wants to be known. They want to be known in various aspects. So companies are looking forward to advertise their product on social media, just like Instagram, Facebook. Everybody wants to make their product seen. Next slide, please. So Supermart, the organization we're going to be using is called Supermart, and Supermart benefited from the increase in number of grocery shoppers on its website by launching the first online grocery store in Nigeria. So that's what they call advantage. Advantage, when you first enter into the market, you become the first person. So a lot of people are trying to see what you want to do. So Supermart benefited from this advantage because they were the first online grocery store in Nigeria. Now, the company experiences, which is Supermart, experiences a direct impact from customers referring the business to the other colleague. Like I said, if you're advertising a product to me and it doesn't bring in value, I won't refer you to other friends. And value is the core aspect of marketing. What are you bringing into the table? So the company experiences a direct impact from customers referring the business to other colleagues. I'm telling you, if customers are satisfied with your product, they will tell other people about it. And this company Supermart, or the company which is bringing the value, is going to be gaining popularity and the revenue is going to be increasing over time. Next slide, please. So from customers' feedback and reviews, Supermart was able to introduce the local market to their website, which indirectly impacted the website's growth. So a lot of people now started coming into the website. They started shopping because advertisement has been made, marketing has been made, value has been passed across, customer satisfaction has been done. So a lot of people started coming to the website to see what Supermart entails about, and they started shopping on the website. Next slide, please. So we can see in the next slide that there was an increase in number of people, increase in number of customers that were using the Supermart website. We can see that from 2017 there was a sales increase to 2020 when there was COVID-19. When there was COVID-19, we can see that there was an increase in sales revenue moving to 2020. So a lot of people just shop at the comfort of their homes and the products were brought to their doorsteps. Next slide, please. So in this next slide, you can see that the COVID-19 surge encourages the online shopping business, and the value it gives causes it to thrive and increase in sales. So because of the COVID-19, people started shopping from the comfort of their homes, and there was increase in sales from the Supermart center. So I'll be handing over to my colleague, Dr. Arisekola Olayinka, to continue from the next slide. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Kola once again. Right now, I will be going straight to what we call strategies that companies can pursue to be more effective in exploiting this phenomenon called network effect. And then one of the things that I'll be touching about 10 points that directly explain what it is that companies can do to enjoy this strategy of network effect, as earlier said. The first thing to say is what we call a first mover advantage. For first mover advantage, it simply says that a company that first come into the industry, company that was able to identify a problem and give a preferred solution to that problem, will enjoy what we call first mover advantage, which will give the company a competitive advantage over any other company. And then there's what we call a lock-in effect. For lock-in effect simply means that in the fact that the company will be the first company that introduce this kind of solutions to this customer, there is a possibility that customer will feel so reluctant to even associate themselves with any other product that might come in play in future, that might want to do something that similar to what Supermart has been doing, because they find more trust over time with the first company that launched this new technology or new advancement or new solution that they provided to the. Number three, it creates what we call complementary products and services. For companies to enjoy this kind of strategy phenomenon, they will create complementary products and services, like in the light of Peloton. Peloton, of course, they create bike for companies, bike for customers, for them to do exercise at the comfort of their home. The kind of complementary products and services that they also offer, they also supply what we call gym kits. Gym kits in the sense like bike sneakers, water bottles for customers to drink water while they exercise in their back home, custom made wristwatches, and the like. Anything that will complement the bike that they sell, they integrated it gradually into their website for customers to also purchase. Another thing they do is to take advantage of platform effect. Platform effect in the sense that they take advantage of platforms like social media to create a level of awareness, social media in order for people that have like interest in what they offer. They create social media like Instagram, TikTok. They create challenges for people to come together in order to participate in any of the activities that is in line with the company goal. Number five, there's what they call subsidized users. Because platform, for example, I'll be focusing on platform. For example, they create what we call the subsidized users, whereby it will be a form of subscription, whereby family and friends can have a single plan and enjoy the services together in order to create a level of community, in order for them to enjoy the services, and they make it they make the subsidized subscription or monthly subscription to increase their customer base. And this brings us to the point of saying building a community. In as such, as we all know, the more subscribers, the more subscription we have in the product, the more community we are building. And this gives us a huge opportunity to have what we call competitive advantage over any other company that might decide to enter the industry in future. This takes us to the next point. It said taking advantage of tipping point. Every company always have what we call a tipping point. Tipping point in the sense that they partner, for example, company partner with influencers in order to give their company more awareness on social media so that people can be aware of the services that they provide. In as such, once they have this awareness, it increases their sales over time. And the point in which their product is being announced by a celebrity or an influencer is what we call a tipping point. A tipping point that will help them to boost the growth of the organization. Companies utilize this opportunity to expand more sales, to gain more sales, gain more awareness from people who might not be aware about the product as well. And then this brings us to the next point that we talk about increase its economy skills. Of course, whether we like it or not, for companies to be able to leverage in our modern society, they have to continuously innovating themselves with technology. They have to continuously innovating themselves with their services and products that they deliver for clients or customers. They have to come up with things that will be so fun for customers to continuously engaging or continuously using their products. No one wants to go back to a product that they will keep doing the same thing for years. Yes. So in a way, it creates a leverage for technology advancement within the industry. And then this brings us to another point about saying partnership with complementary businesses. Whether we like it or not, like Peloton is an online business. Being an online business does not mean they cannot partner with people, with companies that have been in business for many years. Despite, and this level of partnership also helps to increase the span, helps to increase the business uh, business plan. It helps them to increase customer bases, and it also helps them to increase different locations. It helps them to touch further location as well too. And then this brings us to strive for operational excellence. By providing the best customer experience to all platform users, we have to retain customers and keep them returning. Whether we like it or not, we have to operate on an excellent level. At all times that the customer comes to the website, they should find something new, interesting, intriguing to want to keep them on the same platform for life. This brings us to our next question that talks about our next question that talks about what strategy factor might have contributed to the greater success of Peloton. So in this next question, we would analyze some of the strategies that was used by Peloton company in order to get what we call a competitive advantage that set them aside from soul cycling, for example. One of the strategies that they implemented was having what we call a highly trained inspector. The good thing about company is to hire the right people. When you have the right people in your company, you will definitely gain a lot of success in your business. So what they did was they didn't just hire inspectors, they didn't just hire instructors that are good with bankings. So the hire instructor, they are good with both indoor cycling, both indoor and outdoor activities, gym activities, biking, yoga, strength training, meditation, floor cardio, and many more. These instructors are very versatile with training. And they also use this opportunity to employ them in such a way that even when you subscribe to their platform, you are not just subscribing to. Imagine if I'm a subscriber and I don't like biking. That means there are many other things I can participate on. Another thing they utilize themselves is about influencer marketing. I'm sure from my previous explanation, you must have heard me mentioning something about influencing marketing and how this company have leverage about it. Whether you like it or not, what do we even call an influencer for? An influencer are people who have massive followers. When I'm talking about massive followers, I'm talking about followers like in the light of Beyonce. We are talking about followers in the light of politicians, comedians. These influencers, they have about millions of followers on their social media page. Don't forget the fact that what we are trying to analyze is the network effect the company used in order to promote their businesses. Peloton used Beyonce, for example. Beyonce was able to announce that she associates herself with the brand, that she trusts the brand. And guess what? They had tremendous sales. The value of their customer base increased instantly. Beyonce alone have about 173 million followers and still count. For her associating herself with the brand alone, increase the company followers, increase the company sales. People trust the brand more. Those are the kind of strategies that modern day companies that use network influence are using to what? To promote their business, to increase sales, to create what we call brand awareness. And they use that to expand their course as well. And this brings us to the next question where we talk about community and convenience. Imagine me, imagine I'm a lady and I'm a full-time mother. Like I cater for toddlers at the age of 2, 4, 5. I mean, what time do I have to go to the gym? If all my activities are always in the house to take care of the kids. Don't use this opportunity and say, you know what? My service is not just for people who are working class. My services should also cater for people who are stay-at-home moms. Peloton utilize this strategy and say, you know what? I'm trying to build a community that will be for everybody, not just the working class that need to, keep themselves fit, keep their mental state stable. I have to provide a community for nursing mother, provide a community for people, for an elderly people who might not have the strength and ability to go to the gym. They create that convenience for people. Convenience of having to drive down to the gym alone is a whole lot. So Peloton as a company, they utilize this opportunity and then they build what we call a community. This brings us to the next point that we have to talk about: compelling an addictive regime. I mean, this is kind of like tricky. Do you realize that whether we like it or not, every human nature has an addictive behavior? Addictive behavior does not have to do with taking liquor. We have most of it when, this person is addicted to drugs, this person is addicted to liquor. Do you know that you can be addicted to your TV? Imagine if you are watching a program and then maybe probably a TV show. The only thing you can think of is to go back home and continue your movie. Same thing applies with Peloton. It makes its website interactive for customers. It makes it interactive for its users. And guess what? The company kept on producing new features, new trend in fitness, creating new content that customers will always look forward to.
Right.
So they create a compelling and addictive regime for customers to always come back to the application to see what the application has to offer. These are incredible strategies that Peloton uses to gain more customer base compared to soul cycling or compared to any other cycling companies that you have to drive down to the company. Because I won't lie for you, when you drive down to any mall and mortar gym, there's nothing new. It's same old you keep seeing every day. But with Peloton, you get there, they keep improving the experience, what we call UI UX, users experience. They keep putting in more program to make it much more interesting for customers. They make it much more fun for people with incredible features. So these are the things that Peloton use to gain competitive advantage over any other competitors. In summary, from all these things, if you understand that network effects is a powerful tool, and this powerful tools is yet to stay in our modern days. They are powerful tools that create value for both companies and the customer if it is clearly implemented. In the sense that from all the explanation we've addressed so far, we realize that companies benefit from this by constantly improving on themselves, and customers are also benefiting from it by what? Integrating this improvement in their daily life. And this also brings us by saying that customers also are aware that all aspects of their lives, where they live, how they work, and how they eat, how they exercise, socialize, travel, impact their health outcomes, mental resilience, and overall sense of well-being. And that being said, this will be the end of my presentation with my friend Olatunji. And I want to thank you all for listening to this. Also, we have some references that you could do if you decide to do much more research or if you found this presentation interesting to you. At this junction, I will say thank you for listening to us, and then we hope to hear from you again.
Thank you.